Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse for the Mega Drive / Sega Genesis. We're going upstairs once again to the final stage in the game. This one's gonna be a bit of a toughie, but there is a way to get through here. First of all, you want to pick up any candles you can run across, because those are going to be your throwable item for this stage. Now here I'm going to go all the way to the rightmost end of the top of this section, staying away from some of the statues that will attack me. I'm going to beat these guys up and get some candles, because I can. Well, there's just the one candle there. I don't believe there's anything down here, so we're going to go back and enter here. Now, before you go to the left to continue the stage, you want to go to the right down these stairs and use one of these guys to get up this wall. Unfortunately, I messed it up on the jump and I have to do this again. Plus, I get hit, so I'm not going to be able to get my health to maximum at this point, but I can keep this guy on screen, and as long as I can keep him on screen, I can still do this. I just need one of these guys that throws his mace like a boomerang in an attempt to try to attack me. Now I want to be on this side of him. I want to be on the left and then jump on him from there and then do the butt stomp and then get all these candles and these 2 hits. So now that we got all that out of the way, we can attack this guy for some more points, and we want to go up here. Now we want to get close to this green block. When you get pretty close, you'll be able to trigger it. From there, once it makes its way up, just make your way all the way to the left. Don't stop. Jump over this statue that tries to attack you, trigger this block, then get under the second one and try to trigger the third one. Get underneath the 4th block, get close to trigger the 5th one, and then make your way to the left. Accidentally kind of mess it up there, but you kind of know what to do. Trigger the 1st one, then trigger the 4th one. 3rd one only triggers when you make it to the other end. Get on that platform, then jump off once it starts moving down. You want to jump over this iron ball as soon as you're able to do so. And you want to attack the next 2 purple statues that throw their maces at you. Those candles, you want to use those candles to attack them. When you make it to the end of that slope, you better jump so you can grab the 3 candles and that star. And you want to duck down into this 3rd hole. If you're a bit too late at getting here, you may want to duck into the 2nd and duck until the iron ball is completely passed. Use the candles to get rid of these guys and jump on these follow-away platforms to get over here to the right. Grab these 4 candles, and you can butt bounce off those bubbles if you need to, but it's not exactly necessary. Now get on this platform, get all the way to the left edge, and keep holding left on the control pad, because that purple stuff is instant death and you don't want to land in it. Jump across these platforms, butt bounce these 2 guys. We got an extra life, well I did anyway. And you want to avoid these bubbles while crossing these follow-away platforms. You can use those bubbles to save yourself if you need to. Now these gold platforms just bob you up and down and into the flight path of these bats, but you can easily take care of them with marbles. And when you touch the exit sign, you finally get the indigo gem. We have 6 gems now, and just 1 more to go. But we're not done with this stage yet. We still have quite a bit of progress that we need to make before we can finally beat this game. We are now underwater. You want to take the top path first, and you want to keep using the jump button. Keep on tapping C. If you're able to go down, do it to avoid that fish. Then you want to take the bottom path. You can take the middle path to get a bag of candles, but it's not really necessary, and I just want to get through this as quickly as I can. Now we are in the clock tower. We have platforms to try to land on, as well as bats to avoid and even take down, because the bats actually move around specific patterns, and if you're not careful, they will fly into you unless you know where they're going, and you're able to take them down. with marbles or throwable items, like just the candle, which keep thinking I have marbles. Oh well, that's kind of weird. You want to jump off those gear platforms, those stationary gears, as soon as you get the chance, and then keep on jumping on these spinning ones in order to get over here. You want to avoid the crushers, and there is a difference between the cogs that spin and the cogs that don't. The cogs that don't spin, they will fall shortly after you land on them. So you want to make a path to where you want to go and then take it. The spinning ones don't do that, but they do carry you quickly in one direction. And we're going to have to use this one in order to get on this platform. Now these platforms go kind of slow and they kind of go in a circle. You want to make it onto dead center onto that pendulum, and you want to land on it when it makes its way to the left end. I wasn't able to get much of a chance to land on it, so thankfully I take another revolution to get over there, and thankfully I am. Also, these large cogs where you can see the gears spinning, they don't take you around and around or push you to one side like in some games like Castlevania or Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 2. When you'll stand on those, you'll just stay in one spot. Those really big ones you can only see the sides of. Anyway, I had to avoid those crushers, take care of the bat, and then land on that spinning gear, or a cog, or whatever it is you want to call it, to get those 2 hits, and then make my way to the left. We are pretty much at the top, and thankfully we haven't screwed it up, because if we did, we would have had to cover a lot of ground. This video would have been a lot longer than it actually was. Definitely don't want to screw it up now, or else you'll have to recover a lot of ground. Just make your way past these 3 spinning gears, and then get into the door. You are finally done with that section. Now it's time to take on this boss, this rather large guy. After 2 big jumps, he tries to get towards you. When he bares his teeth like that, that's when you want to do a butt bounce on his head, and you want to land dead center on it, or else you're gonna get hit. If you try to leap on him too early, he actually raises his arm up to try to protect himself, like that. And if you hit him while he's doing that, not only are you going to take damage, but you will get knocked back a bit. Thankfully, I learned the easy way that you better be ready for him to bare his teeth and to watch him do that, so that way you don't run into the arm on accident, and you're able to take this guy out after about 6 or 7 hits. We now have the Violet Gem, the 7th and last of the Rainbow Gems. We have finally cleared level 5, and we now get to take on Mizrabel. Once we make it up here, we'll use the rainbow gems to create this rainbow bridge, which takes us to Mizrabel's chamber. At the beginning of the battle, you want to get up to this platform at the very top left. From there, wait for the 8-way ghost shield attack to be shot out, and then butt bounce on the evil Mizrabel's head. She takes 4 hits to kill, and in case you can't get away from the ghost shield, you can at least butt bounce on it until it is actually used as an attack. You can also butt bounce on projectiles as well to make it easier to get to her. Took a dumb hit there from bouncing too high, but I was able to make it over there and hit her on the head. And apparently she seems to go down in 5 hits, 4 or 5. But as long as you stay at the very top and pretty much anticipate when she's going to shoot out that 8-way attack, you can easily beat Mizrabel. You'll finally save Minnie. Mizrabel will go back to original form, but no sooner do you save Minnie, that the castle starts to shake like it's about to crumble. Mizrabel has a change of heart, and she helps you escape. But instead of the castle being destroyed, we get fireworks. Mizrabel carries us out of the castle, over the forest, on a little platform here. And she takes us back to where she originally kidnapped Minnie. She drops you off, then heads back to the castle. Hopefully never to terrorize Vera City again. Minnie kisses Mickey for rescuing her, and the game ends. So this is a pretty good 16-bit version, I do have to admit. Well, it's the only 16-bit version. And it is interesting to note that this game was remade before DuckTales Remastered came out, but sadly this game didn't really get, the remastered version of the game anyway, didn't really seem to get a lot of recognition, but it's still worth checking out. Also, Thomas Yuda's name is in the credits. He would later work on Quackshot. His name's on the map on that game. So as we look at the credits and see some familiar names, I'm going to mention my opinion of the game. Graphics are pretty nice. The game sounds great. Play control, Mickey's a tad slow, and also Bo is a sound director. Bo Dallas? Nah, that's something completely different. As I was saying, Mickey's a tad slow, and his jump is a bit off compared to the Master System version. It's a little stiff unless you can get some momentum, but you do eventually get used to it. It's not a perfect game, but it is a very good game based on the Disney license, and it does give you some challenge. I do have to admit this was harder, not easier, than the Master System version, and it actually is worth picking up. You seem to be picking up a lot of good games lately. Also, Stefan L. Butler. His name was mentioned in the beginning of The Little Mermaid for NES. Anyway, game's worth picking up, either the original or the remastered version. I'm pretty sure the remastered version is pretty good. And that's basically it for this one. So yeah, go check this game out. It's worth it. It's definitely awesome. Also, this never actually happened. This was all a movie. And Mickey and Minnie were sitting in the front row. They wave goodbye, we go back to the second screen, and then we can play the game again on hard if we want to, but you're not going to get anything different from that other than harder enemies, less hits, no continues, that sort of thing. So that's it for Let's Play Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse for the Genesis / Mega Drive. Hopefully I'll be back with another Let's Play. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, and see you guys later!